Your character, he has a pretty grim sentence ahead of him as far as what it's looking like for the path of a ex-zombie and where Blaine's already going. How concerned is he, or how much is he trying to kind of put that at the back of his mind right now?
Well, I mean, are we clear to say ex-zombie? Because I feel like if we were, this whole cure business wouldn't be such an issue.
Temporary ex-zombie, I guess.
I think he's been granted a slight stay, but I think as we're seeing what's going on right now with Blaine, that it's not in the past. And what I like about it is it's sort of making these strange bedfellows of Blaine and Major, and a guy who I think he makes no bones about the fact he hates, for very good reason, Blaine. In this case, he's kind of rooting for him. Because obviously, if Blaine takes this cure and it goes well, then we know Major's he's in the clear. But if it doesn't, then Major's in a pretty dicey spot. So I think we're in an interesting situation where we're going to see, Major rooting for the guy who essentially ruined his life at least 2 times, and tried to end it as well.
Right. This whole chaos killer thing has been kind of building as well, and the fact that Major is sometimes barely staying a step ahead of Clive and other people that are after him. Is that luck perhaps going to be running out or close to running out anytime soon?
Boy, I hope so. Because to me, I've been waiting. Like, what's going to happen when the first abduction goes terribly awry? We've had some hiccups so far, but to me, that's going to make for an interesting episode. When Clive finds out what's going on, and he starts to, and I think he's progressively been getting closer and closer, and and it makes me feel for Major, because from every angle he's getting, he's still getting questioned about meet cute, and it's crazy, like, when the mass murder that you are responsible for is like the 4th or 5th thing on your list of worries, your day sucks. Right. So I think he's really going through it right now.
Season 1's finale had, this epic sequence that you were right at the center of, and Rob says, though, that this finale goes way bigger than that and sort of outdoes that in many ways. Is that safe to say?
Yeah. It was funny because someone said, Rob just told us it's a real crowd pleaser. I was like, that is the most modest understatement. It is so far beyond that. Because I like you, I loved the finale because, my inner 8-year-old jumped for joy. I got to, use a shotgun and grenades and be cool. I got my butt kicked the whole season. I finally got some comeuppance. What happens in season 2 finale? By Act 2, it's like, it's already on par with what happened in the finale. This thing, it takes us 8 days to shoot an episode. The scope of this one was so large, we had to shoot it in 10, and every day we shot to the last 30 seconds of a 14-hour day. We used every minute we could to barely get it, but Rob just told me that it turned out awesome.